The month of May every year is Melanoma Awareness Month. This is the merch t-shirt from last year, from 2023, that says "Never Alone" with the little black ribbon for melanoma awareness. If you've been diagnosed with melanoma, you are not alone. The melanoma community is very supportive. I was diagnosed with melanoma back in 2021. I do have new merch for this year's Melanoma Awareness Month. I will pop it on the screen. I've ordered the merch myself to try it on and wear, but it hasn't come yet. If we're meeting for the first time, hi, I'm Sean, Melanoma Mom. Welcome to my channel. Join my mission to prevent all forms of skin cancer by subscribing to my channel. The more people who subscribe and watch the videos, the more that the message of to wear sunscreen and educate on skin cancer is pushed out to the world. Really, YouTube is a worldwide platform, so I'm trying to educate and make people aware of this horrible disease. Today's video is part of my celebrity melanoma story series, where I talk about and update you all on celebrities who have had melanoma. And Teddi Mellancamp is part of the Housewives reality TV show series. And she was first diagnosed with melanoma skin cancer in 2022 with stage 2, which is pretty serious. Mine was only a stage 1, and the invasiveness of getting it cut out was awful. So I can't imagine stage 2. Since then, I've done a previous video on hers talking about her September diagnosis, where she had, I think, her 13th melanoma removed. Just this past month, she has now had her 15th melanoma removed, and this one is on her arm. This information is coming from a People article that I will leave linked below from April of 2024. She's a mom of 3, and I can't imagine I can't imagine how scary it is to have yet another melanoma removed, especially a 15th melanoma. She's only 42 years old. I feel like when you're in your 40s, you're still young. I just turned 44. I am so thankful that people like Teddi Mellancamp post on their Instagram about their melanoma experiences and reminding people to get skin checks and to wear sunscreen, because celebrities have a much wider reach than I do, and people follow their advice. The fact that she posts so frequently about her melanoma is hopefully encouraging others to get skin checks. On her Instagram, she hashtagged Cure Melanoma, and she says, "On my way to my next surgery with Dr. Fairies, my oncologist, to cut out the spot on my arm. Trying to be positive and happy. I can do this one awake. I just cry every time when I get the shots for some reason. Not scared of shots. It's just the knowing they're about to cut into me again right after I get one." And boy, I completely know that. I was put asleep for this melanoma. I have a pre-cancer on this shoulder that I went thinking that they would put me to sleep. No. I got the shots and then they cut in. You can feel tugging, and it's very disturbing. And so it's emotional for those of us who have had skin cancer to go to the dermatologist frequently. I go every 6 months to know that they could find something else that they might have to cut on you about. And cancer plays a mental game. I've talked about that numerous times on here, which is why I did this shirt, Never Alone. Because when you're diagnosed with cancer, you feel like you are alone in it. Especially if it's your first time being diagnosed. You don't know how you're supposed to feel. You go through all the stages of grief. And the first thing I wanted to do was find somebody else who was going through this or who had been through this, because I found that my family and my friends were super supportive, but they didn't understand the mind games that were going on in my head, the grief I was experiencing, the anger, the loneliness I was experiencing. And every time we're cut upon, those feelings come back. Now, time does help, I find. The longer you go from your melanoma or your skin cancer diagnosis, time does help you to be able to move past the stages of grief and towards an understanding and knowing that you can protect, there are ways to protect your skin. Each time is fear. No matter how hard you try to get rid of it, fear still comes at those dermatologist visits. And that's not to scare you, just to say those of you who have been diagnosed, who have gone through melanoma, who have gone through skin cancer, unfortunately, these are normal feelings and you are not alone. So as much as I hate that Teddi Mellancamp has yet another skin cancer, thank you for sharing your experiences, your before surgery, your feelings, your emotions, the pictures of your scars, the struggle of, not being able to sleep for 3 days and the pain of what it feels like after surgery. Thank you for sharing that with us so that we all can feel like we are in a community together and can come to support each other. If you have been newly diagnosed with melanoma, talk in the comment section. There are so many wonderful viewers of mine who have had this diagnosis, who are currently struggling with melanoma or are survivors. And it is the most supportive, loving community that I honestly have ever been a part of. So feel free to reach out. If you would like to share your story with my viewers, your skin cancer story, please email me right here. It could be a simple email that you send me your story, or we can talk about you sending in a video to share with my viewers. You are never alone. I'll see you in my next video.